You thought that when you took the $1.50 from me on the first day of kindergarten, it had no significant impact on my life. Well, you were wrong, because from that day on, I never had the courage to stand up for myself. You thought that when you threw me in the trash can because I was too fat to fit inside the locker, it had no significant impact on my life. Well, for 3 years, you were right, because in the third grade, I really didn't understand.
Leon County School System is proud of its positive learning environment, and all of us must stand up to bullies. There's new state law and Leon County School Board policy that address bullying. What we encourage students to do is to stand up to bullies, report them, and let's all work together not only to keep our schools safe, but to create a caring environment.
Get out of my seat. This is my seat. You need those cookies?
Does this sound familiar? You may have answered yes. I am Kathleen Rogers, Divisional Director for Intervention, Equity, and Support Services. And I am here to tell you that is why the anti-bullying policy was created, to make sure that our schools are staffed with people who are trained and supportive of bullying, prevention, education, and intervention. 1/2 of all students in the United States are bullied. 1 in 10 is bullied on a regular basis. U.S. students ages 8 through 15 rank bullying as the biggest problems in their lives. Loneliness, isolation, depression, and suicide are consequences. Many students still don't really understand what bullying is. Bullying has 3 main components. We think of bullying as RIP, R for repeated, I for the imbalance of power, and P for being purposeful. A common form of bullying is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is sending of harmful or cruel texts or images over the internet or other digital communication devices, like your cell phone, PDAs, or Blackberries. Cyberbullying can occur 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It can be anonymous, involve the sending of gossip or spreading rumors online, editing pictures and sending them to make fun of others. It also includes sending cruel, vicious, and sometimes threatening messages, creating websites that ridicule others, and it happens in social networks such as MySpace or Facebook. Anyone can be victimized, but it is usually due to social status, special needs viewed as different, or sexual identity. As students, you may wonder what you can do. You can practice random acts of kindness. Be respectful of your peers. You can be a good citizen and report incidents of bullying. You could also be an advocate of anti-bullying policies and laws by speaking out and assisting others who are bullied. Stand up.
Hello, my name is John Hunkiar, Chief of Safety and Security for Leon County Schools. Our #1 priority is your safety every day. The prevention of bullying is an important part of our safety program, and it takes teamwork and many partners to address the problem. Students, teachers, staff, and school visitors must be treated with respect and recognize that bullying will not be tolerated in Leon County schools. Communication, training, and the thorough investigation of reported bullying incidents are important to our success. We are dedicated to maintaining safe school communities. I urge everyone to report incidents of bullying and be aware of our most extensive policy on this important issue. Thank each of you for helping eliminate bullying and for keeping our schools safe.
Leon County Public Schools and the Office of Intervention Services present this training video to secondary schools. Student Anti-Bullying Policy. Abolish bullying, where respect is the key in working together to create safer and more respectful schools. Today's presentation will cover what is bullying and the anti-bullying policy and how do they relate to respect and safety. What are the consequences of bullying? How do we prevent and intervene with bullying with the help of the anti-bullying policy so we all feel safe and respected? What are the true expectations? There's respect and there's fear. The two do not go together. To abolish bullying, respect is the key. To have a climate of respect, there must be a sense of connectedness, trust, and safety. Bullying is the intentional, repeated, harmful action against someone who has less power. We think of bullying as RIP, repeated, imbalance of power, and purposeful. How does bullying compare to mutual joking or wanted teasing and conflict? A European study revealed 15 to 23% of students were involved as victims or perpetrators of bullying. A study conducted in the United States revealed 29.9% of students were involved in bullying, 13% as the bully, 10.6% as the victim, and 6.3% as both the bully and victim. Bullying is on the violence continuum through genocide, violence, discrimination, acts of prejudice, and prejudice attitudes, leading to disrespect, assault, and death. The number one determinant of whether bullying will occur is the environment in which it occurs. The media and some peer groups may think violence is okay. These people can't profit from you buying in. Real violence does not really entertain or profit us. Everybody loses with violence. Hate crimes, bullying, dating violence, and sexual harassment. Bullying is a three-headed beast. It can be verbal, mental, or physical. In relationship and dating violence, 1 in 13 teenagers report knowing a friend or peer who has been hit, punched, kicked, slapped, choked, or physically hurt by their partner. 30% of women ages 15 to 19 murdered each year or killed by their husband or boyfriend. Sexual harassment happens as early as elementary school. It is an abuse of power and disrespect. It is bullying. Lesbians, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning students suffer a disproportionate risk of being verbally abused. According to studies, these students hear anti-gay slurs once every 14 minutes, often from adults. They are also bullied long-term, 5 years, systematically and by groups. They are also 3 times more likely to commit suicide. We all have the capacity and expectation for compassion and respect, whatever our belief system. Cyberbullying is willful and repeated harm inflicted through the media of electronic text or imaging, and it may constitute a computer crime. 42% of youth studied had been cyberbullied. 53% admitted cyberbullying others online. Cyberbullying has numerous effects on students, which may lead to fear, sadness, depression, suicide, anger, frustration, failing grades, and a feeling of revenge. Cyberbullying can even be more damaging than face-to-face bullying because it can occur for a longer duration. There is no escape in the safety and security of your own home, and there is a greater audience impact and perception. Cyberbullying can be deadly. This 16-year-old young man met his internet girlfriend on a Friday night. Unfortunately, it was a trap. She belonged to a hate group. They killed him. The father of Ryan P. Holligan states, "As a society, we need to find better ways to help our young people through their most difficult growing years." Cyberbullying is evolving. Jessica Logan committed suicide over sexting. Did you know you can be criminally prosecuted for sending or receiving text nude pics? The bullying triangle includes the aggressor, who is bullying, the target student, who is the victim, and then we have the bystanders. Bullying is a process, not a person or age. The underlying theme remains humiliation and loss of quality of life. The damage is real and it can last. Students who are bullying targets may miss school out of fear. They may have trouble studying. Their academic success may be reduced. They may have trouble sleeping, suffer from depression. They may want revenge or have suicidal thoughts. Even those who bully are damaged. At least 4 states are known to use third-grade test scores to predict how many prison beds they'll need. People who bully are hurt and are more likely to drop out of school, have criminal charges, have substance abuse issues, and perpetrate adult family violence. Some students have myths that telling is tattling or snitching, but the truth is you are helping a friend. Bullying hurts everyone, even the bystander who feels afraid that it will happen to them, helpless to do anything about it, guilty for not helping the victim. The bystanders hold the power. Bystanders are the majority at 80%. Why don't some bystanders intervene? They have a myth or they fear it will get worse if I ask for help. They fear being seen as a snitch. They fear becoming the next target. They can't trust authority figures. They fear it won't help make a difference. And they fear no one will like me if I say something. It is about change in perspective, not about fixing the target, not about punishing the bully. A loyalty conflict and fear forces the adult and student bystanders into a passive victim bystander role. Bullies will only do what bystanders allow.
Heroes tell.
Be a hero.
Because respect is key, and together we can abolish bullying.
So stop bullying me. You have no reason to pick on me.
I don't want to, but I have to. I have to release this pain that's trapped inside of me.
Stop! I'm not putting up with your fists anymore. I'm not putting up with your demands anymore. I'm not putting up with you anymore.